Hi, good day, Virgo. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is your reading for the 10th of May onwards. So, if you come across this reading, this is a reading that was most probably meant for you. But remember, as per normal, Virgo, always just take what resonates with you, leave what does not. Remember, we never try to force the reading to fit. We always just work with what we have. So, Virgo, this is a reading for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. This is a reading for a love situation. So we're going to do a reading for a love situation, and we see the first cards coming out indicates there's some kind of drama that you have experienced, where in your love situation there's some kind of truth about yourself that you have discovered, and you're finding yourself with somebody who's in a very distressed state of being. This is extremely intense. I mean, all of your cards here are very much in a reversed position, which indicates that there's a lot of things that is going on, where your person has gone from feeling very bored and listless with situations, and I'm sorry, this is what's creating this tower moment for you, where your person is now wanting to change things up a bit. You're feeling a little bit as though you're not very sure-footed. You could be feeling a bit spiteful, a bit mean, going through this energy of meanness. You're not feeling very loving. You're not feeling very generous. You're feeling very stuck. So Virgo, this is where you are at. Your person, on the other hand, they seem to almost be as though they are on a warpath on a certain level, where they are not prepared to walk out of a situation. They are not prepared to leave the situation. They are in a very negative energy space right now. We're seeing that your situation is a case of where there are options in this relationship, but the changes have been very difficult. There's been a lot of arguing. There's a lot of hardships, a lot of trauma in this situation, and a lot of boundaries that needs to be established, transformations that needs to happen. Energy coming up in this reading is Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio person, or you could be dealing with a situation where you have tried to transform things, but things have come to a head and you are facing a really difficult situation with your person. And this is really quite intense that you are facing the situation. Oh, there's a banging in the background. I hope this is not interfering with my reading, and I hope you guys can really hear me quite clearly without this reading, without this banging in the background. So we are seeing that there is a lot of temptations. There could be some addictive behavior from your side. Could have Capricorn, Aquarius around you as well. So we are seeing the situation where you are feeling very left out. You're wanting to move away from this, from where you are at. Your person is really wanting to have more balance, wanting to have a certain kind of happiness, a certain kind of, they had a dream about how things are supposed to be. They had a vision of how things are supposed to be. And, this toxic situation that you had between the two of you is really not really working out for you, and you needing to move forward and maybe realizing that there is change that needs to happen. There's things that you're not being aware of. There's things that you could be very blinded to or oblivious of. Your person is also looking at things that has happened in the past, the way situations have unfolded in the past. Your person has maybe also finding themselves rethinking about things, but in a state of feeling very upset about things and feeling as though they have been very generous in the situation. Maybe this relationship is needing some sort of a peaceful resolution where there has to be some understanding. A little bit of time out is required. A little bit of time out, a little bit of love, affection, attention. Moving this relationship from this toxic energy to realizing, am I going to make my situation work? If this has been a long-term relationship, you'll need to move away from this toxic energy, facing the issues and facing what is going on. So if there has been dishonesty, cheating, or any kind of situation like this in the past with yourself, Virgo, when it came to your person, you are now faced with a situation where you need to be very real about what has happened, accepting the role that you played in creating this toxicity within your love relationship, realizing that there is a lot of happiness, a lot of generational happiness in your situation. There's a lot to learn from. This is somebody who actually sees a long term with you. They see a long term with you. They see a situation, a future with you. They are in that headspace. You needing to be allowing yourself to flow with some love. You got the High Priestess twice on your side. So needing to flow with love, needing to get some direction, needing to allow yourself, you know, a higher sense of intuitive direction. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of happiness in a blended family situation, but there could have been a lot of expectation from your person. And they need to come to terms with their expectations of this happy family situation that they had wanted. We see Sagittarius energy coming through here as well. So they needing to come to terms with it and also realize for themselves what are the lessons that they need to learn. Maybe they have put themselves into a bubble of happiness and contentment. Maybe they could also be remembering the way things used to be, and they're having a very romantic outlook of the way things used to be. And you guys can start to look at rebuilding the situation and realizing that you are choosing to stay stuck, you're choosing to stay left out, realizing that you need to bring in this new relationship, this new balance in this relationship. Pisces energy also here. But allowing yourself not to feel left out, not to feel overwhelmed, not to feel lost in your situations, but to rather try to see the wood from the trees, realizing your connection, realizing the love, realizing that, you know, sometimes we do play the fool in love. We all play the fool at some point in our lives. And these are times when you've got to learn your lessons in your love situation so that you can move on. So both of you have got a lot of learning to do. There's a lot of reconciliation needed, but this is a situation that needs a lot of assistance to fix. So I hope you guys can work together, make this work for yourself, and think about the bigger picture. All the best, Virgo. Until next time, take care and goodbye.